Yo, what up, world? It's your boy C's from thec'slife.com. Welcome back to the people's favorite channel on the internet. Top of the top to the apes and retail out there. Let me preface first. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a man documenting his journey to generational wealth so that when my kids ask like, yo, dad, how did you get us so wealthy? I have this trail of documentation. So why are we here today? We're here to document Ken Griffin, $16 billion in profits last year, the most for a hedge fund manager in history. The same year where Mark Zuckerberg lost $100 billion to his net worth. The same year Elon Musk lost $200 billion to his net worth. The same Ken Griffin, short seller, market maker, hedge fund manager, that has $65 billion in securities sold, not yet purchased. Now, I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove, right? So all the semantics, I'm not here to be saying this and that, speculating. All I can do is just add this to the evidence file. And whenever the people gets called up to like give their account, we have this documentation, right? So this is what we're doing here. Documenting the journey to MOASS. So what do you guys think, man? Ken Griffin, $16 billion. Some are saying like, yo, he can use that $16 billion to buy back some of these shares. Who knows, man? And at the end of the day, Ken Griffin does have an exit. The DOJ stated that, yo, they'll give you a 75% reduction in fines. Does that also include prison sentence, right? Who knows, man? But we're going to be monitoring this closely. We're going to keep an eye out. The market is green today because when you lay off 2% of the entire industry, the markets is bullish. Spotify just announced that they're letting go 6% of their workforce. Google, Amazon, all the tech giants laying off everyone, right? Amazon just laid off some more people and the markets are green. So listen, people, trade with your hearts, right? I mean, trade with the chart, not with your heart. Like, people are saying like, yo, like, it's messed up that these people are getting laid off, but there's still money to be made, right? At the end of the day, this is capitalism at its finest, and I have no problem with that. I'm just coming for mine. I ask myself like, yo, how can I get rich today? I don't want to worry about tomorrow in the future. Like, you see how people could run up the bag $16 billion in a year? Like, that is goals. Now, if he did it legitly, I'm like, yo, get that bag. That's if he did it legitly, though. I have nothing against Ken Griffin if he did it legitly. But if there was some manipulation, he's digging his hand in my pockets, retail, the apes, then we have an issue. But, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, again, it's not what you know. Shout out to Denzel. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove, right? So if we can prove it, let's do it. All right. If we can't, then let's find some other way to get rich quick. Anyway, quick announcement. Quick announcement. There is a protest happening in DC at the SEC. Yeah, there is a protest happening. So be safe out there. You seen the protest with Antifa, how that turned out, right? So don't think that there ain't gonna be no bad actors in the crowd trying to instigate a insurrection. Don't think that's not possible. There are ways, man. History teaches us, like, yo, just because you use peaceful protest, they'll use that against you to mark you as terrorist, right? Like, peace and protests doesn't really, when you're protest, it doesn't really go hand in hand. So when people are hearing protest, they're automatically going to Antifa, to Proud Boys, to all these radical groups, right? And they're going to want to group you in there. It's a long play, but they need a story to tell the general public. They need a story that's compelling, that's truthful, right? And we're like, look at these guys coming in here rattling the SEC because they lost $350 billion. Yo, retail, according to retail, lost $350 billion last year. So in the same year, all of these tech giants, like tech CEOs, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, lost all that fortune. And look at that. Look at this. In 2020, they ran it up. So everybody got the stimulus check and everybody just flooded into the market buying their shares, like ballooning their net worths, right? And then the following year, 2022, everything just comes crashing back down. Some made off with the bag, pun intended, and some lost. Retail, according to reports, lost $350 billion last year. And we're like, yo, there's $65 billion of securities sold, not yet purchased. Retail is still holding on to their shares. Where are these numbers? Like, you see, this is why they call these guys the devil. They're the masters of confusion. They're looking to confuse everyone. But keep your head on a swivel, man. Know that you're on the right track and just stay the course. Shout out to everyone that's battling side by side. A quick message to those shills, bots, or whatever, and even retail and apes, right? If you are in this play and you have not yet introduced yourself to the world, like making a piece of content or putting your face on a profile or actually giving your voice or something to this play, you're not really in this play, right? It is all encompassing. You have to introduce your voice to the world. You have to like say that, yo, this isn't right. Because right now they have mainstream media attacking these meme stocks every single day. Where's retail voice? Our channels are super small. Like, there's no way of us getting onto the mainstream to address like your retail 401k holders, like people who are working corporate jobs. Like, they're listening to MSNBC, they're listening to NBC, CNN, Fox. They're not listening to YouTubers, because we're not playing in the our videos are not playing in the waiting rooms of the hospitals, or is not in the warehouses. Our videos aren't on the warehouses or anything like that, where average people are getting this messaging into their heads daily. They have to go out and search for this. And are they searching? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Numbers don't lie. We'll just continue. We'll just leave it at that. But no, we're not going to leave it at that, because it was just reported that TikTok, we're going to do a completely separate deep dive on this. It was reported that TikTok employees have the ability to shine that light, right, on their faves to go viral. And they can like we seen the suppression with Twitter and all that, right? Yo, man, it runs deep, dog. It runs deep. So anyway, man, we're not going to get off on a tangent. We're just here to put this information out there, and yeah, just hold it and see where it goes, man. But hey, I'm just speechless at times, man. I am just speechless at times. But anyway, I got to get to work. Till the next one, don't forget to drink water, get money, mind your business. Peace.